Looking back, looking forwards. This is our last stop. It's a chance to think of our own histories and our own ancestors. This house makes me think of the early settlers, their lives, their hopes. If this house could talk, what stories would it tell? Writing at the same time these houses were being built, just 40 years after the colony had been established, the journalist J.D. Woods described profound destruction.
The process of extermination, in fact, began as soon as the white men took possession of the soil. The fencing in and occupation of the territory deprived the natives of the wild animals which constituted the principal part of their daily food. Kangaroos, emus, etc. were killed and driven further back into places where they could remain undisturbed. The wild fowl were scared away by the firearms of the settlers. The destruction of the trees consequent upon the clearing of the ground for tillage drove away the possums and left little shelter for parrots and other winged creatures which resorted to them, and the people who had been disappointed were thrown back on the hunting grounds of their neighbours, or compelled to become dependent on the bounty of the white men.
As Aboriginal people, we know sorrow, we know injustice. On the previous stops of this walking history journey, we have also shared stories of pride, of reawakening, of regeneration, and of reading the signs. We have tried here to share our stories in ways that make us stronger. There are so many other stories that could be told. In the early years of the colony, there were unexpected events. Did you know that George Gawler, the second Governor of South Australia, made a point of having his speeches to Aboriginal people translated into their languages? Perhaps our current Governor and or Premier could do the same. As our walking journey comes to an end, let us think of our ancestors. If you had the chance to speak with your ancestors, those who were alive at the time when these houses were built, what would you most want to say to them or ask them? Thinking about our ancestors also invites us to consider future generations. What do we want to leave for future generations when we are gone? What steps can we take now to address injustices of the past and prepare for a better future? Thank you so much for walking through this history with us today. It's now time to say farewell from this walking history journey.